Hello and welcome to this week's unboxing. This week I am going to be going over the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. Now this is a very different deck. Now there are different elements in different names for the suits in this deck. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. And a lot of people, I know they have that hesitation when it comes to learning, any new cards that have a different twist to them. But I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that new twist when somebody brings in something new to the cards. Now, this is based on the um, the regular tarot style, but it brings in different cards and different Wiccan and witchcraft elements to this. Now, I want to read you a few things that are in the book. The Forest of Enchantment is both welcoming and forbidding, beautiful and bewildering. It is where you can seek your fortune or your own true nature, a place of delight and a place of grim despair. Follow the white heart and begin your adventure. Now, the white heart is relates to the Fool card, and it is really beautiful. I mean, these cards are stunning. And they are a great size. They're not huge. They are a regular, sized tarot deck. They're very easy to handle. They are thin. They're not a real heavy card stock, but I don't think that they are going to deteriorate quick. They do have a gloss to them, as you can see, but they are quite flexible because of the thinner cardstock, but they feel like they would hold up pretty well, depending on how heavy of a usage that you, how heavy of a usage you do use these cards. So now, when we're talking about the suits here, I wanted to get past this one part here. Okay, that is the major arcana. Okay, the spells cards in here refer to the wands cards. The visions cards respond to or correspond to the cups cards. The challenges cards correspond to the swords cards. And the boons cards correspond to the pentacles cards. So there are, like I said, different characteristics or different words for each of the elements in the tarot deck. But there is, of course, in the book, where I'll show you, where it gives you the different correspondence. And of course, with the major arcana as well, because there are some major arcana that have different names than the traditional Rider-Waite names for the cards. And I'm just going to go through these real quick. The Fool is the white heart. The Magician is the enchanter. The High Priestess is the wise woman. The Empress is the green mother. The Emperor is the forest lord. The Hierophant is the oldest one. The Lover's card is the same, it is the Lovers. The Chariot is the fairy wind. Strength is the same. The Hermit is the same. The Wheel of Fortune is the enchanter's wheel. Justice is the huntsman. The Hanged Man is suspension. Death is the black shuck. Temperance is the forge. The Devil is the liar. The Tower is the folly. The Star is starlight. The Moon is moonlight. The Sun is sunlight. Judgment is the council of animals. And the world is the wide world. So there is some differences in the names of the cards, but they do correspond with the same energies of the typical Rider-Waite cards. So once you learn the names of the cards, it's not going to be, excuse me, it's not going to be that big of a deal to know what the cards mean. Once you can make those connections to those cards, it's going to be perfectly fine for you. There is a frequently asked questions part in this book, and I love the full color pages of these books and the descriptions that come with these cards. There is a full description at meaning at a glance, which is basically the keywords for the card. And there is a section that is a closer look, which gives you a few more keywords to use with each of the cards. But when it comes to books, I really enjoy this one, the way it is set up with the full color and the full page. So you can really get down and look at each of the little tiny details in the cards that you may not see, or that you may not see in the card itself because of the size of the card. Now, with this being much larger, you can really take your time and look at the details through the card and connect with as many different symbolisms as you can. Because the author of this book, this Lunaea Weatherstone, she really focused on the symbolisms in these cards. So really pay attention and take your time and look through these pages. Look through the bigger pictures of these pages, and not just the descriptions. I really want you to look at the symbolisms that are in these pages and get a deeper view of each of the cards. Now, in the back, of course, there is a journal part for you to write down some journal notes, write down your own interpretations for the cards, things like that. There is also 6 original spreads in the cards, and the names of those spreads are Your Day in the Forest, which is a 1-card spread, the White Heart, which is a 2-card spread, the breadcrumbs and moonstones is kind of like a spread for like Hansel and Gretel. And I do believe it is another 2-card spread. I could be wrong on that. The Hansel and Gretel, when they became aware of their parents' plan to lose them in the forest, the children tried 2 ways of leaving a trail back to their home. They dropped breadcrumbs. This didn't work as the birds ate them. And then they dropped white stones that shone in the moonlight. This worked. This reading helps you to decide on a strategy by showing you what will work and what won't work. This is a progressive reading. You can use just 2 cards, or you want to keep going, or if you want to keep going, you can use the whole deck. So it is, dealing 2 cards at a time, apparently is what this is saying. The next spread is a 6-card spread, the Owl's Advice. The next one is the Shining Eyes, Creeping Feet. It looks to be a 3 or 4-card spread, I do believe. And the Council of Animals, it looks to be a 12-card spread. So the book is very, very interesting, and the way it is set up, and again, look at the big pictures in this book. I think you will really enjoy the meanings and the artwork behind the cards and what is in it. Now, of course, the box is your typical box set with the magnetic closure, and of course the deck which goes inside. Now I'm going to give you a view of each one of these cards, and I'll name them so seeing that they are new cards. And this is the back of the card, is the owls, and I really enjoy the owls, that reference to the wisdom of the universe. I really love that reference. Okay, so the first one is, of course, the White Heart, like I showed you before. The Enchanter, Try to get these to where that's not that glare there. The wise woman. The green mother. I'm trying to make it so they get not so blurry too. The forest lord. The oldest one. The lovers. The fairy wind. Now, I love how they incorporate, animals, fairies, and different beasts and lore along with these cards. Excuse me. It really makes them very interesting to learn. And I really do like the borderless as well. The Dreams of Gaia deck is another one that I enjoy that is, full of symbolisms, and, it too is a borderless. This one is Suspension. The Black Shuck. The Forge. The Liar. The Folly. Starlight. Moonlight. Sunlight. Let's see if you can see that better. And the Council of Animals. And the Wide World. And those were the major arcana. Now we're going to start with the Ace of Spells, which is, I do believe, wands. Ace of Visions. Ace of Challenges. Ace of Boons. Two of Spells. Two of Visions. Two of Challenges. Two of Boons. Three of Spells. Three of Visions. Now, I see a lot of similarities to the regular Rider-Waite. So I don't think that they're going to be too hard to switch from wands, cups, and whatnot. Now, this is the Four of Spells. Four of Visions. Four of Challenges. Four of Boons. And we're going into the fives. Five of Visions. Five of Challenges. And five of Boons. Six of Spells. Six of Visions. Six of Challenges. Six of Boons. Seven of Spells. Seven of Visions. Seven of Challenges. Seven of Boons. Eight of Spells. Eight of Visions. Eight of Challenges. Eight of Boons. Nine of Spells. 9 of visions, 9 of challenges, 9 of boons, 10 of spells, 10 of visions, 10 of challenges, 10 of boons. Now, of course, seeing that most of the deck is, does have differences, of course, the court cards are different as well. This is the Child of Spells, which would be pages. Child of Visions, Child of Challenges, Child of Boons. And then we're going into the Knights, which in this deck are called Seekers. The Seeker of Spells, Seeker of Visions, Seeker of Challenges, and Seeker of Boons. And then the Queens are called Weavers, Weaver of Spells, Weaver of Visions, Weaver of Challenges, and Weaver of Boons. And the Kings are called Keepers, the Keeper of Spells, Keeper of Visions, Keeper of Challenges, and Keeper of Boons. Now, as you can see, yes, the names of the cards are different, but there is a lot of similarities in the cards in the images themselves. So I don't think it's going to be that much of a challenge. I know it wasn't for me. I can use these and make that correlation between them while I'm doing it. And that's how I really like to learn a new deck, is to use it until I can get proficient with knowing these cards as soon as they pop up. Now, I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. Don't forget, there's more unboxings in the description. And if you are interested in a collection of 50 spreads, there's 25 love spreads, 25 career spreads that I have designed myself. So they have those profound questions to them. There is everything in there from decisions to what is up with this person. If you want to check those out, that is in the description as well. And don't forget to join my group on Facebook so you can learn tarot from me and possibly get a reading from one of my students when they go live. And I hope to see you in there. Enjoy until next week.